What's good, man? What's good, man? It's 11 at night, nocturnal time, snake time, carpet python time. Let's get into the video. Cuddles, first of all, look at the enclosure. Let's open it up. So this is Cuddles, my carpet python. My longest owned snake. Super, super beautiful. I just said in the video, she shed, and then she sat in her water and shed again. So with any snake, if you're not accustomed to it or used to it, please, please, please be precautious. Use gloves, use a snake hook if you don't mind. If you mind being bit. So Cuddles, usually I just reach right in. What's up, girl? Show her I'm not feeding her, and I can pull her right out. Now look at how beautiful that snake is, guys. Look at how beautiful she is. I just looked at a picture of Cuddles when I got her, and she was so small. And she's still not the biggest snake in the world, but she is beautiful. She's huge. And man, I'm so glad I've been able to raise this snake up. Cuddles, like I said, I've had her since 2017. She's my longest owned pet, my longest owned snake. And she's my favorite snake, I'm not gonna lie to you. I love her. I love that big old reticulated python. He's huge. But man, Cuddles is my baby. Like I said, Cuddles is a carpet python. And so carpet pythons are semi-arboreal. Hence why I have land space up here and at the bottom, and then stuff for them to climb to. Arboreal means they live in the trees, they dwell in the trees. So being semi-arboreal, they'll spend time on land and time in the trees as well. Really, really cool. If they're in the trees, they'll be out and they'll just sit right there on a perch right up here. A bird flies past and they'll grab it, eat the bird. It's really, really cool. So carpet pythons, like all pythons, are constrictors, and they have teeth facing back, and they use these teeth to grab and grab and grab the prey. They dislocate their jaws, and they just keep grabbing the prey. And being constrictors as well. Look at, she just grabs on to anything. No arms, no hands, obviously, because she's a snake. But as a constrictor, that's how they kill their food, along as move around. They're so strong. Her body is so strong. Carpet pythons are so strong in general, man. They just use those bodies and they can just move around, grab on, grab the next branch, grab the next branch. It's really, really cool. Just like Cuddles' colors, carpet pythons come in so many different morphs. It's ridiculous. But care-wise, her enclosure is great. Only thing we gotta work on is humidity. We're in a humid state, but definitely gotta get the humidity right. She does have sheds, as you can see, really, really great sheds, but I still like to kick it up just a little bit. Other than that, she's in a 3x3 by 7 foot tall enclosure. It's huge for her. Really, really great. They love to climb, as you can see. Any enclosure I've ever had her in, I had a little perch or something, and she's always used it. So that and a big water dish, carpet pythons love being in their water dish. So if you can give them a relatively big water dish and stuff to climb on, branches, stuff for them to interact with, just little things, rocks as well, hide boxes, they love to hide as well because they're snakes. And yeah, man, stuff like that. Yeah, carpet python will thrive, literally. Eat every meal, never go on a food strike. Carpet pythons are what's up. Super easy to care for her, honestly, because like I said, we don't have the humidifier situation situated right now, and she's still shedding great, killing it on the food, killing it eating, still moving around, being super active, gaining weight. So if you're looking for something that's not gonna be stressing out so much, a snake that's relatively easy, carpet pythons, I would say. If you get the humidity down, get them a decent space, get them a decent sized enclosure with enough space for them to move around and climb, I think anybody pretty much that's intermediate snake keeper could get a carpet python and do well with it. All right, so now the temperament on Cuddles. Cuddles is a great individual. Like I said, man, I reach my hand in here all the time. I show her, look, I just touch her head, show her I ain't no food, and then I could just take her right out. Ugh. Now look at that. I want to take her all the way off the perch, but I just want to show like this snake will not bite me whatsoever. I've desensitized her to where she knows I'm not trying to attack. I'm not trying to kill her. I'm not trying to feed her to nothing, none of that craziness. She trusts me, and so I've been able to use her at shows with little kids. Y'all know I used to do reptile shows with little kids, and I go to libraries and schools in the Chicagoland area with my animals. And Cuddles was one of the main snakes I used. She passed her along to her grandma, bro, like a little kid, anybody, and she does really good. So temperament on carpet pythons, my experience has been good, but I've also heard some bad things as well. But of course, as a little baby, in Australia especially, you got emu, you got kangaroo, you got big old lizards. So a little snake coming out as an egg with no legs, no arms, no way to defend itself, you would be pretty aggressive too. So just think about that and have patience if you're getting a baby carpet python, because it does take time with taming a snake. And that was just a cool video on Cuddles. Just something for y'all. Hope y'all enjoy some reptile content. I'm gonna be giving y'all more, but like I said, I'm so busy building everything. I'm gonna get to it though. Appreciate y'all for watching, and peace.